can you blitz versus wing T? I mean, yeah, you absolutely you can. You can pretty much blitz against any offense, coach. This is the thing though, when you're going against a wing T team, is that it's similar to going against a team that's running the beast offense or running the single wing offense or the double wing offense. Gap discipline is king. If you want to stop these formations, you got to have gap discipline. If not, you're going to get burned. So, yeah, you can blitz these teams, especially like if they got weak offensive lines, you can blitz all day. If you're going against a team that's running the wing T and they can't block for crap, blitz all day. They ain't going to be able to get anything off. Okay? But if you're going against a good wing T team, meaning one that can really block well, it's better to have a team that's really good at gap discipline, flowing to the ball, creating clutter, making the play. Because if you blitz too hard, you can get manipulated and baited, right? Like if you're running like a double wing, let's use that for example, you have one of your halfbacks to go into motion, fake like he's doing a sweep, then you give it to the fullback up the middle, he gone. You blitz, you done ran right by the fullback, now he's gone. Nobody in the second level to make a play, right? Same thing with the wing T. They can fake that wing back sweep, a buck sweep, and run a fullback dive. You're in trouble. And as y'all know, the wing T, they really is predicated on 3 core plays. That buck sweep, the fullback dive, and halfback toss. And that's when you're really running the problems. We got our first super chat of the night. Shout out to you, Chief Manifestations, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. He says, what do you suggest offensively for 5-6U with limited time? Great question. Great question. Coach, I recommend this right here. Right here. I recommend the Beast Offense 1.0. If I was coaching a 5 and 6U team, this is the exact playbook I would run. Because at that age, y'all going to run the ball 90 to 100% of the time. And the team that's the most intimidating and the most physical is going to usually win and go far. Okay? That's usually what's going to happen in this case, coach. Maximize your blocking up front. Get a ball to your top 2 to 3 kids and have everybody else block going downhill, washing these kids down, and you're going to have a really good season, coach. You're going to have a great season. So, for sure, I recommend the Beast 1.0 playbook, for sure. Great question, man. Thank you for the super chat again. Let's see here. And, guys, if I missed your question, feel free to post it again. And also, guys, like to guarantee that your question get answered, super chat is always a great option, because as soon as that super chat pop up, I stop all things and I get to that question. Coach Jordan is asking, first year running the Beast, what are the main plays you would focus on installing to help to understand the concept of the Beast offense? Okay, great question. Phenomenal question. So let's pull it back up here. So you want to focus on core plays, coach, okay? You want to focus on core plays. So what I'm installing, well, let me ask you this real quick, coach. Are you running in shotgun or under center? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to show you both, but I'm curious to know. So first thing I'm installing, C-Train power. Okay, I'm installing C-Train power. I'm installing B-Train power. And this is nothing but 16 and 14 power. That's all. If we talk a numbering system, 16 power here, 14 power here. And then you could flip those plays and they become 15 power and 13 power. All right. So I'm instilling that. Then I'm instilling my personal favorite, the good old wedge play. I'm instilling the wedge. That's my body shot. Really take it to them in the middle. If you teach your kids proper blocking, the wedge is virtually unstoppable. All right. And then let's see here. I'm going to go to shotgun. You can go to shotgun. You can do E-train sweep. Okay. So those a lot of sweep plays that I got right there. Right. And then the other thing I would tell you to do is install just one passing play to start. You can do this tight end seam, right? The tight end seam is great. Or if your tight end can't catch a cold buck naked in the winter, go with the beast wheel play and have a wheel pass release with your 4 beast back. He's going to be wide open, coach. So really, in essence, all you need, man, is like 4, really 3, 4 core plays or 5. And you can start there, and then you can begin to branch out into, other looks and things of that nature. Another thing you may want to do for you guys who like to run counters, you can instill the beast counterplay. The beast counterplay is awesome. Okay. Like that's another one you can instill, coach. But again, like I said, 4 or 5 plays. It's really all you need. Okay. You say you prefer shotgun. Same principle. We got D train. Again, you can run C train and shotgun. Same plays, just quarterback and shotgun. Now, one thing that I absolutely love, my favorite formation to run, I like to go into my wide set right here. I like to seal the edge, especially when we're going against teams and their alignments off. They only got 1 or 2 guys out here. We're going to crush them with numbers. So we'll run, to the outside or off tackle and do a lot of damage there. D train. Just focus on 4 to 5 core plays, 4 running plays, 1 passing play to start off. Now, we are a multiples team. So, like, our core plays, like, I got like 8 core plays we run. And then we got 2 or 3 passing plays, and then like 2 or 3 like trick plays in our arsenal. But most of the time, guys, I'm going to be honest, we score with our core plays. So we may do 1 or 2 passing plays in the game but I mean, when it's 35-0 in the third quarter, you can just have fun, have at it. All right. So Coach Robertson says, what defense causes the most problems for the Beast offense or wing T? Okay, so I hate answering this question from a formation standpoint because sometimes it doesn't matter what formation you run if your guys can't execute. You can have one team that'll run the 4-4 Reaper defense against the Beast offense and dominate because they got a good defense and they know what they're doing. You can have another team that run the Beast offense and get drugged. You can have another team run the 4-4 defense against the Beast offense and get drugged. Now, if Coach Frank, what's up, my man? What's up, bro? Shout out to Coach Frank, man. Y'all follow him on Facebook. Let me pull him up real quick. Y'all follow him on Facebook. I'm a part of his single wing offensive group. I think Coach, you just started a lineman group. Am I correct on Facebook? Look, y'all find him. Hey, drop the name of your groups, Coach, so I can give you a shout out. All right. But another thing, Coach, is like if I told you what we'll run, you can run it and you may get blown out depending on your preparation. We would run a 6-2 defense against the Beast offense, but we may run the 4-4 Reaper defense against the wing T. You know what I mean? So, but again, our guys are coached up and trained to deal with that situation. That's why I tell you guys, focus on executing the fundamentals, right? Being the best tackling team on defense. We're talking about the defensive side of the ball. So we'll run the 6-2 because what we're trying to do against the Beast offense is, let me pull it up. What we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to create clutter. Like we don't want the ball carrier. We don't want him to get to the second level. We want to occupy these gaps here, create clutter, so it forces this guy to either try to bounce it back into our monsters on the interior, right? Or try to flood out and go on what I call an island. He leave his blockers, and now he's in no man's land, and he's going to get ate alive. So that's what we want to happen every single play. But if you guys don't know that gap discipline and your kids don't play explosive, like play fast, and and they just getting pushed back, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a really long day. So you want to make sure you train your kids to really attack the trenches if you're going against a beast offensive team, and really take it to teams, going that way. So great question, man. Y'all coming with these questions today. I love them. And guys that are new to the show, man, welcome to the Beast Pod. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. This is going to help me reach other coaches. Let them know that we are live. Guys. So right now we are doing live Q&A. I'm answering y'all questions. I know the season is in full-fledged for you guys. So if you got questions, I got answers. Hopefully I got answers for you guys. I do. I got y'all covered, man. So if you got questions, I got answers. Drop them below, guys. Drop them below. And let's see here. Right now we at 23 likes. 23 likes. If we get to 27 more, if we get 27 more likes, I'm gonna give away 3 copies of the Beast 1.0 playbook. That's the playbook that y'all just seen. I'm giving away 3 copies of this playbook if we get the 50 likes. So let's get it, guys. I know we can get there. We've done it several times before. So let's get it. Hey, Coach, drop your question again, Coach. Drop your question again for me. Drop your question. And TikTok, fam. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Man, we at 3,900 likes on TikTok right now. I'm going to say that again. We have 3,900 likes on TikTok. Shout out to all of you guys on TikTok. Shout out to you. All right, let's see here. Amanda, welcome. Welcome to the Beast Pod. She says, my 12-year-old has always been hesitant to fully give his all when tackling his friends at practice. But when he gets game time, he shows up and gets it done. How do I get him over the mental block? Interesting. So what it sounds like to me, if he's hesitant to tackle his friends, probably because it's his friends he care about. And then, you kind of got a good problem on your hands, because usually it's the reverse. Usually you got a kid that don't want to tackle at all, whether it's in the game or at practice period. And, and then all of a sudden you ran into, you got a nightmare. You got to rep it out with the kid so he can get the confidence to do what he needs to do. If he's afraid to tackle his friends, but then he show out in the game, it's probably because it's his friends. That's what it sounds like to me. Because I can remember, I was that kid too at practice. Like if it was my best friend, I wouldn't hit him hard at practice. Like I was an outside linebacker and tight end. So at practice, when we doing our hitting drills, if I was going against like my best friend, I wouldn't hit him hard. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my friend. But if it was against, somebody I don't care about, like a bully or something at school, I'd try to knock his head off. So, it'd be like that sometimes.